Welcome back, Titan staff, to the 2014 school year. Your support team. Penny Matos is your Technology Integration Facilitator, and Tammy Turner is your Library Media Specialist. Our primary job is to help collaborate with you on lesson ideas, projects, and other items related to instruction. Remember, we are educators and are here to support instruction in your classroom. Michelle Rosas is your technology specialist. Her job is to make sure equipment is working. To reach her, please enter a help desk ticket.
The library is open 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Students are allowed to come to the library before and after school, during lunch, and as needed with teacher permission during the day. Students sign in when they come to the library, so if you ever have questions about whether your student made it and what time they were there, just ask. Technology equipment, which will be discussed later, is available for checkout in the library, as are books, magazines, audiobooks, and DVDs. The library also houses the die-cut machine and the laminator. Teachers may use these machines as needed, but library staff nor students can laminate items for teachers. The library also offers access to several databases and ebooks. The library website includes information on research skills, copyright information, and 24/7 access to online research materials and ebooks. There are printers and an MFP available in the library for student and teacher use. Students are asked to limit printing to 5 pages, so students should not be asked by a teacher to print packets for homework or for class using the library printers. The MFP is available for student use for projects and assignments. Teachers wishing to make copies need to come to the library to use the MFP and cannot send a student with their badge or login information to make copies for them or send students to ask library staff to make copies for them. Students and teachers can print from the library Chromebooks to the MFP as well as straight from Google Drive on the MFP. It costs a small fraction to have things printed at the print shop compared to copying or printing on our campus through the MFPs or other printers. Get budget codes from your department head and send everything possible to the print shop. They have lots of helpful tutorials on their website. This year we have access to eBrary. eBrary is an ebook platform which provides access to over 100,000 nonfiction titles. These titles have unlimited simultaneous usage. eBrary also allows me to upload copyright-friendly information you want your students to have access to online. We also have a new database, Social Issues Resources Series, which will be ideal for research involving social issues. It provides pros and cons, guiding questions, and much more.
Most technology equipment is reserved through facilities and events and is housed in the library. You'll pick up and return items here on time. You are responsible to make sure that all items are present, in order, and organized when returned. Your projector remote is ready for pickup in the library this week. The Chromebook, PC, laptop, and iPad cards for checkout are the exception and are housed in the South Workroom. You are responsible to pick up and return the equipment on time since we often have back-to-back reservations. If you need help moving any tech equipment, please contact Michelle Rosas by the day before and she's happy to get things moved for you. Please remind your students that laptops and Chromebooks must be shut down properly. Do not use the power button on the keyboard. Instead, use the shutdown option on the screen and make sure they are fully powered off before closing the lid. The FISD Staff Handbook states that the staff's personal social media accounts cannot be connected to school sites, organizations, or students, so don't friend, follow, or allow to follow you any of your students or their parents. If you are currently using or want to use social media with your organization or class, it must be run by your department head and approved by Mr. Spain. Then talk with me and you'll fill in the new social media notification form. We have 2 Titan Tech Tips websites, one for staff and one for students. Use these when looking for help. If something isn't there, let me know and I'll try to add it. Also, if you find anything that's outdated, let me know that too. Send your students to the Student Tech Tips site for help with Learning Hub, their Google account, Hack, and other items. Information about the BYOD policy can be found on the Titan Tech Tips website. If you don't have the stoplights in your classroom, let me know and we'll get you some. Students will watch a reminder video at the end of the first week. The policy states the devices must be used for educational purpose, so no matter which color status is up, if you see a student using their device for non-educational purpose, they are violating the policy. If you want for your students to have their devices put away and not used during class, but they're still on, just on silent or vibrate, then that is yellow status. They can ask you to use it for educational purpose, but it is up to you to allow it or not. If you want for your students to be able to use their device for class, like looking something up that they're working on, and you don't want them to ask you every time, then that status is green. If you need for all devices to be completely powered off, please remind your students and give them a minute to power them off to help avoid conflict. That is red status. Red is expected for most testing situations. By default, our Wi-Fi is filtered for elementary student. To filter for your level, either teacher or high school student, log into the filter on the block screen or at filter.friscoisd.org, and then you will be filtered at the right level for an hour on that device. It's especially helpful when uploading videos. When you're ready to set up your planner for this year, start by deleting last year's schedule and then add new A and B day schedules to make sure you're connected to the right materials. If you are confident enough to tackle it on your own, there are handouts on the Titan Tech website. If not, I'll be in B111 on Thursday and Friday of the first week of school to help you out. If you already selected A and B days in your forethought planner and then made changes to your schedule, use the Delete Today's plans to clear out the old template and bring in the new one. eSchool's Teacher Gradebook, or TAC, underwent quite a change this summer. I'll go over a few things in more detail soon, including instructions on how to access the site through different browsers. You can also find handouts on the eSchool page of the Titan Tech Tips website, and I'll be in B111 on Tuesday and Wednesday of the first week of school to help you out. At the start of school every year, parents and students get confused on which classes have a website and which ones don't. And for those that do, they can't remember how to get there. This year, Frisco has a one-stop shop for parents and students, the Learning Hub. At Centennial, the Learning Hub will be the new location to upload handouts and resources that you previously shared through eSchool and Hack. Our basic expectation for each course is that it will have a page with the teacher's email address, syllabus, and 6 weeks calendars. If you already have a web presence somewhere, you'll just link to it. If you want to add other things to your page, like additional handouts, videos, or links to websites, you can, but you're not required to. With this change, the web presence form is no longer needed. Soon I'll give you a quick tutorial on how to do the basics, and the handouts are on the new Learning Hub page on the Tech Tips website. I will also be in B111 on Tuesday and Wednesday of the second week of school to help you. If you would like to learn more about the awesome features that Moodle, our Learning Hub platform, has to offer, I'll be offering a Learning Hub for New Users course worth 6 hours of non-contract credit a couple of times this year, and I can always meet with you during your conference period. It is expected that you will have the basic information set up by Monday, September 8th, and that you will have until Monday, September 22nd to help your students enroll in the course. Because of changes with eSchool and the Learning Hub, I'm doing my tech help a little differently this year. I'll be in B111 for most of the first 2 weeks of school. Please stop during your conference period. A short overview of features will begin 5 minutes after the bell, and then I'll answer questions and help. I will also send out email tips throughout the year, so please read those and it'll save you some headaches.
Created using PowToon.